folks, how's it going? So I just thought I would check in. It's been a while since I've been on live, and it's about time I get back to the live presentation. I realize that turn my camera all together, and everything that there's a lot of people in quarantine right now. There's a lot of people doing videos, and I just thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to go live and see how everybody's doing, check in to everyone and check in with everyone to see how everybody's doing. So just a regular day here in the Meridian, Idaho area. Can everyone hear me just fine? I would like to see chat. How do I say all chat messages are visible? Yes. And maybe I just need to turn my camera around so I can see the chat to answer questions. Right. I'll do this. Orientation lock, rotate device down. How do I see chat? Okay. I'm trying to figure this out, so bear with me. Oh, there we go. How about, can you hear me now? I have been good. So let me orientate my camera the way that you would hold it normally, I guess. And then I'm holding the camera wheel. Let's see if I can turn it over. See, I have it upside down too, so it's funny. You would think that I would know better than this. I did go to school for film and media, but cell phone cameras are a little bit different than regular handheld or Panasonic or whatever kind of camera. Good to hear from you, Griselda. That's one of my favorite names. I love that name. Let me see if I can turn the sound up. Let's try using my audio device. Hear me now. Is it better now? Anybody want to respond to me? Good. I just hooked up a microphone to my phone. So I think that my phone's microphone is actually going out. Yay! I'm so excited. How's everybody been? Oh, you can see the color a little bit better now that I turned it. I've been like everyone else, been home cooking like a mad woman and feeding my birds and watching my birds, because I guess, that's what we do nowadays. We watch our birds and we make food when we can't go out and hang out with friends and visit family, and I work from home now since, we're all supposed to be working from home if we can. That's a great question. And, my scientific part of my brain thinks about life in general. It makes you think a lot about things. So there's a lot of religious people, and I'm not going to go into that a whole lot of things. I think that the fourth seal has actually been open. It's good to see you too, Mr. Jeffrey. But at the same time, I'm thinking that if it was the fourth seal that was broken, I mean, if you have read the Holy Bible or whatever, it says like a fourth of the world's population will die. So that's like 4 million people, I believe, or 4 billion people, or 1 point something. I don't know. A fourth of 7 billion people would die, and I think that if it was going to be the end of the world, it's going to be more like a head-on collision. You see it coming, but right at the last second, and then bam, you hit a semi head-on kind of thing. So I think this is just another virus, like any other virus that's come through town. that we've not had inoculations for. I mean, I know I see a lot of people on Facebook and other things that are trying to say, hey, you know, the flu has killed this many people over this many time. But the thing is uh, I've been alive for 45 years, and I've never heard of them ever having to use refrigerated trucks to put bodies in. Okay, so yeah, the flu's been around a long time. The last time I heard about bodies being piled up was like during the bubonic plague, or like yellow fever, and that was way before my time. That was like my great grandmother's time frame. So um, yeah, there's an underlying amount of fear, but at the same time, you know, when doctors and nurses and medical professionals are telling you that you should probably have your affairs in order just in case you don't make it through it if you catch this virus, that's probably a good thing. But that's really something that we should prepare for on a daily basis. Nobody's ever guaranteed to survive. I mean, like, you could step off of a sidewalk and die. If this virus doesn't kill you, you should already have your affairs in order. You should already have a will in place. You should already have a funeral plan. Not when you're old. Matter of fact, you should have that as soon as you have the capability of getting it done. But enough quarantine talk. Anybody doing anything fun or finding that they are more inventive? Why they've been on quarantine? My horizon line's off, and that's kind of bugging me a little bit. I'm ready to go back to the days. Nebraska, hi! That's the Cornhusker land. I know some of those. I've drove through the very tip of Nebraska, driving to Kansas. We took a roundabout right. Anybody growing some gardens? You guys want to see mine? So if I'm too loud, let me know, and it's going to get real bright here in a second. My camera's probably not going to catch up, so I have like my bird feeders. So because I love birds, and I've got some kale and some romaine lettuce. It's gotten bitten by the cold a little bit. And then I've got tons of radishes and some celery growing. I've got some peas and beans coming up too, but they haven't made it all the way up. And I've got onions in there too. And it's just a small garden. And I figure it's good to eat healthy and anyway, and I wanted to put a garden. Yay! Isn't gardening fun? Makes you feel accomplished, and you feel proud of what you're eating when it's from your own land, right? So backyard, we got all our spring flowers coming up. So yeah, my batteries is dead, and hopefully I'll be able to talk for a little while longer, but just waiting for that chicken noodle soup to get done. Well, I mean, hey, as long as it doesn't start controlling your life at the end of the day, it's good to have a few drinks just to relax. I actually went to a doctor appointment once, and they told me, hey, Connie, it's okay. You can have a drink every once in a while. And I'm like, okay. All I wanted was some anxiety medicine. And he told me to just go have a drink. I think that's funny. So I have some blueberry bush. So I'm going to see if I can grow my own blueberries. I'm excited about that. I love blueberries. Matter of fact, blueberry pancakes sound really, really good right now. Alright. Let's see if I can get this to stabilize again, because it's one of those bendable camera thingies. I know, right? I'm a big girl. Yes, blueberry muffins. I should make some blueberry muffins. I have a lot of blueberries still left in my freezer. Maybe that's why. I know if I can survive it, right? um, I laughed when they were talking about essential businesses to stay open, and see, in Idaho you can't buy hard liquor in the grocery stores. You actually have to buy it from a liquor store, and the liquor stores are Idaho ran. So you have to have a license from Idaho, and it is a Idaho. The state of Idaho has to put the liquor store in. So it's all controlled by the state of Idaho, but they're an essential business. And I laughed because I don't know. Part of me says, let's condone like the number one uh, abused drug in the world and causes more alcoholism deaths than anything, but they won't legalize weed, which I think is hilarious because I don't know, the jury's out on that. I guess alcohol's legal. That's right. So in Idaho, you can't buy hard liquor in the grocery store. It must be wrong, but yet it's controlled by the state. That's funny. Um, I was really surprised. I went over to Washington, so I went and visited family up in Lewiston, Idaho, and I went over to Clarkston, which is Washington. They have weed shops and they sell hard liquor in the grocery store. When we were walking by hard liquor, I was like, "Oh my God, they have like they have like Everclear and um like vodka right there in the grocery store." It was a Walmart. Walmart was selling hard liquor, and I was really, really surprised by it. I was so blown aback that that was even possible because you live in one state for so long and you don't really see what the laws are in other states. You just assume that they're the same. You don't really think about, I mean, I guess unless you're studying law. So that was really a conundrum for me to see that hard liquor was sold in the grocery stores. But I mean, gosh, they sell weed there too. Not maybe in the grocery stores, but I did CBD like stuff that was in Walmart. So we were in there getting an outfit for my mom because. As far as everybody so far, nobody has contracted it here in Idaho. We've got, I don't 20, I think 20 or 18 or 20 people have died, and there's like 1,400. I at first was staying really close, so I was paying really close attention to it. So all my family is safe. I've had a couple people in my family that have been exposed, and they were quarantined, like literally could not leave their house or their property for 14 days. My aunt, she's fine, thank goodness. I was worried about her, and it was just a simple thing. Like, she went to a physical therapist, and definitely, what is plenty of hydro Martha? I have plenty of hydro heart. What's hydro Martha? Explain that to me. Is that like hydroponics? So if we all of a sudden go black, that's because my phone is about to die and my speaker on my phone um, is bad. So I have a microphone plugged into my phone right now. I hear a big rig. Oh, okay. I'm your Snoop, remember? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, we need Martha to get out there and bake us a little remedies. I have one coming today. I know I haven't been on as often, and I really should. It takes a lot of work to actually make one video. So today, for instance, um, hello, San Diego. I hope I speak to a lot of Californians. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So right now I'm making homemade chicken noodle soup, and I'm going to put that video up in the next couple days, showing you how to make homemade noodles. And you could use a crock pot or whatever. It's super simple, and a lot of people don't realize how easy it is to make homemade noodles. Um, if you don't have enough flour to make bread, but you have enough flour for 1 cup to make noodles. You can totally make it. I'm from Idaho. Oh, definitely am going to do more cooking videos. Like I was just saying, I'm making homemade chicken noodle soup because, people are getting sick, and what's more comforting than having hot soup? Super simple. Much better. Hello. Sounds like a crane is moving into the neighborhood, kind of. I don't know if you guys can all hear that. I don't know. Does anybody else want to like shop like crazy right now? Shoshone Falls is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous place to visit. It's kind of surreal that, like, here in this rocky desert, ugly, not green, and then you have Shoshone Falls, and it's completely carved through the side of the hill there, and it just kind of, I mean, you can feel the spray on your face, but you know what else is really good around that area is some awesome fishing. So you can catch all kinds. You can bass and perch and trout, and um, I believe there's even like sturgeon, but in Idaho you can't keep the sturgeon or the brook trouts. It just depends on where you're at. Let me see if I can see my battery strength here. It's like 3%. Well, I'm going to get back with you guys later. I'm going to put my phone on the charger. Yeah, there's a lot of people from all over the place moving here, and it's okay. That sounds delicious. Yes, in Idaho. Um, there are pros and cons. I mean, it's getting more and more expensive to live here, and it's definitely you're any part of Idaho has a river that's somewhere close by. What is the meaning of life? Hmm. Uh, that's a very ambiguous question. What is the meaning of life? Hmm. I think life is what you make it. And so, meaning, if you assign meaning to a word of any kind, life in itself is certainly something. So, to me, the meaning of life is what you make it. See you guys later because my phone's gonna die. Love you, my fans. Keep watching and keep an eye out. I got that chicken noodle soup coming up here soon. Stay strong and continue to put out positive vibes and love to everyone else and around you. And first of all, love yourself. Thanks. Bye. Share. Bye. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Scored.